Hey, what's up guys? I'm about to show you some test video and some test pictures of the Canon SX50HS. And on this camera you can get some really close-up macro shots like I did of these berries. They were pretty good, and I think the picture quality of this camera is good because I'm not a photographer by any means, but for being a 12.1 megapixel camera, they do a decent job. It was on auto setting outside with no flash, and the pictures to me look great. But if you guys are looking into a great camera, this camera I've had for about a month now, and I'm enjoying it. Do I use it as much as I thought I would? Honestly, no, I don't. Just because of the body size. I love the image quality of what this camera is capable of doing, shooting 1080p at 30 frames per second, 720p, which is what I normally do use a camera on. It does 12.1 megapixel camera stills. It does 320 slow motion, but overall the camera is great. I just don't use it as much as I thought I would. If I had a Canon DSLR, would I use that as much? Probably not. I would just use it when I'm talking in front of the camera back and forth and using my microphone. That's primarily what I would use this camera for. If I go out and do something and I want a good quality camera, I'll use this camera. It's just, and like I was saying guys, look at the macro shots of these little purple berries. It's awesome. It gets that blurred out background. Not as great of bokeh as you could get on like a Canon Mark II or Mark III or even a Canon T3i, but it does pretty good because a lot of filmmakers love that bokeh blurred out background. It gives it more of a cinematic look, but you can get that blurred out background if you know what you're doing on this camera. So, my overall impressions of this camera for having it a month, it basically has the same feel as a Canon Powershot A2200 or a Canon Powershot 300 ELPH. It's basically the same camera. It has a 24mm wide angle lens, shoots 1080p at 30 frames per second with a 50 times optical zoom, and basically this camera is going to be great for those mom and pops who basically want to take the camera out of the box, shoot their son or daughter, or shoot like their son's graduation and sit up in the stands. You're going to get that great zoom. And the only downfall I've always said about this camera is no microphone input. To be honest, yes, you can use an external audio recorder like the Zoom H1 to get your great audio, but not everybody wants to do that. So this camera is for those mom and pops and just those YouTube people who don't care about editing their video. They just want to stick the camera on a tripod, record a video, and throw it up to YouTube. You're going to get great picture quality, decent audio. So with that being said, I highly recommend. Yes, I would highly recommend it for those people who've been asking me, should they pick this camera up? I will honestly say, go to Best Buy, try out the camera, pick it up, see if you like it. You might like a DSLR over this, or you might want just a point and shoot camera that you can fit in your pocket. So I do recommend this for those people who've been asking me. So guys, that is the real test of the Canon SX50HS. Just shooting around where I live. And I want to give you guys a real shot, not just when I was at the beach. I'll give you real shots of some picture quality, some image quality, and some close-up like macro shots, some shots of water, and just some different stuff. So with that being said guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll definitely see you guys next time. And as you guys can see, I'll pan up. It was kind of a cloudy day here, so you guys can get the realistic look of what it is this camera can offer.